Yes. Dress
Walter,
code
you're telling me you dug
violation.
those shorts, man?
Look at those shorts, man.
Happy holidays, friends and fans, and welcome to another episode of GalaxyCon Live, where we are bringing the convention experience directly to you. And today, we are taking a journey throughout Power Ranger history with several fantastic performers. So without further ado, it's intro time. Our first guest is an actor and martial artist who joins us to discuss the role of Rocky DeSantos and the character's time as a Red and Blue Ranger. Please welcome our friend, Steve Cardenas.
Hey, what's up?
Not much, brother. Hey,
What's up, everybody?
Steve, how you been, bro?
Not too bad, not too bad. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm so used to us seeing each other 3 or 4 times a year at the shows, and the world's finally getting back to that one step at a time. And yeah, man, I miss you.
I miss you too, buddy. But yeah, definitely good to see you. You know, I don't get to see anybody as much now that I'm here in London, but you know, that'll change early 2022. I'll come back a few more times in the year and kind of see everybody.
And I was about to say, and how are things there across the pond?
It's beautiful here. I mean, it's rainier than I thought it would be. Like, you know, it's rainy, but when you're actually living it, you're like, man, it rains here a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
After living in California for 25 years, it's a big change, but it's a beautiful city, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Awesome, man. Well, glad to see you in good health and a good spirit, and welcome to our online forum.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And next, she's an actress here today to talk about the role of Kat Hillard, better known or later to be known as Catherine Hillard Oliver, better known to several forms as the Pink Ranger. Please welcome back Catherine Sutherland.
Hi.
Hey, Catherine, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. It's unseasonably warm, even by Florida standards. But hey, we're in Orlando, and it's hot and humid, and the Florida Board of Tourism never wants anybody to know that.
I know it's actually quite cold here in California. We've been having a bit of a cold front, but I'm enjoying the cozy weather. To be honest, it feels more like Christmas.
Oh yeah, and that's what's missing way too. But well, Catherine, glad to have you back. So glad to see you doing well.
Yes, you too.
And next, he is an actor and writer. Today, he joins us to talk about his role as the face and original voice of Zordon of Eltar. Please welcome back David G. Felding.
Hey, how are you?
Good, David. How are you, boss?
Rangers.
Wow, better late than never. I had missed like the earlier. I had forgot that we're operating on East Coast time, and I'm in Central time. So apologies for not being there a little earlier, but I'm here now. So
it is all good.
Steve,
all good.
Behold the Zoom globe.
David, how you been?
Good. We finally got some nice chill weather here in Texas. So I woke up to minus, it was like 30 something degrees this morning. So it was very nice out. So, yeah.
Awesome. Absolutely. I said you're not late at all. You're here in time to the intro. So it is all good. And next, she is a prolific actress here today to discuss providing the voice of several Power Ranger characters, including Prince Rocket, Orbis, Mandalok, and of course, the villainess that started it all, Rita Repulsa. Please welcome back Barbara Goodson.
Hey guys, here I
am. Hey.
We bow to you, Empress.
Barbara, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here in California too, and it's cold, but it's better than what it was wet before, and it's nice. It reminds me of New York a little.
Oh, indeed. Well, Barbara, glad to have you back once again. Glad things are going well. And next, she's an actress here to talk about the role of Aisha Campbell and the character's time as a Yellow Ranger. Please welcome back Karen Ashley.
Hi. Hey, Patty. How are you? Hey, guys.
I am good, my love. How have you been?
I've been great. I've missed you. I've missed you a lot.
I have missed you as well too. It's nice bumping into you in New York, and yeah,
Yes.
just like Steve and so many of the rest of you, I'm looking forward to next year us sharing some stages again. Physical
Yes,
stages.
I can't wait to hug you.
Oh, absolutely! I look so forward to that. Well, Karen, glad to have you back. Glad you can see us and hear us. We're having some tech issues earlier, but we are past that. But we are good. And next, He is an actor and dancer here today to talk about the role of Zach Taylor and the character's time as the Black Ranger. Please welcome back Walter Emmanuel Jones.
Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Oh, look at you. You fancy, man. Your house is nice.
Let me get back in my green screen crib. Yes, sir.
Yes.
We are good. Walter, how you been?
Everybody?
How you been, Walter?
I'm well. I'm kicking it. I'm staying at home, trying to stay safe and keep everybody healthy.
Right on. Well, glad to have you here once again. Glad you are doing well. And finally, he is an actor, martial artist, and EMT paramedic here today to talk about the role of Jason Lee Scott. And it's his time as the Red and Gold Rangers. Please welcome back Austin St. John.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey.
Good to see the crew.
Whoop, whoop.
Been a minute. I can't wait to see you all in person again.
Right?
Absolutely. Austin, how you been, brother?
Good, man. Traveling, working, living the dream.
Yeah, absolutely. Aren't we all? Well, friends, once again, thank you for joining us here on the GalaxyCon virtual stage. It's a pleasure to have you back, and we are actually good to go on our audience questions. So I say let's just go ahead and dive right on in and see what we've got. All right, let's see what we got. Our first question comes from Anthony, who wants to know, what did each of you like the most about your character?
Tag, you're it.
Everything.
I can tell you what I like the least. I like the least
go
that I
there.
had to wear the sleeveless shirt, cut-off shirts that like Austin used to have to wear all the time.
He's like, here's the Red Ranger's wardrobe.
Yeah, I think our producer was a cougar. It was her job to keep me half naked.
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
that. You lasted for a long time.
I don't know what
I
it
know. I
was.
like that. I like the lace.
90s plaid cut-off shirts.
Yeah, I had those 90s hairdos. Like now I had remember the side ponytail and of course now there's an action figure of me with the side ponytail. Like it came
Your
back
favorite.
to haunt me. Yeah, I know, right? It came back to haunt me. I'm like, of all the hairstyles, I usually had a different hairstyle every 2 weeks because they let me change it and they picked that one. I'm like, thanks a lot.
But you have the Bobby song.
The nice
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is they'll do another one.
I bet we can all
Yes.
agree that we hated the fashion. The fashion was terrible.
Yeah.
Zach's fashion. I love Zach's fashion. That was dope. Except for, I like Zach's fashion. That cross colors was nice. I was digging that.
True that. I wore that stuff in real life.
Yo.
Zach got a free pass.
I love David's costumes. I think they were fantastic.
Very blue.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite thing about the character was that you didn't know anything about him. He was kind of an enigma, There was
True.
no real backstory, so he just sort of, we could make up whatever we wanted to. So it was great.
So when they painted you blue, did you get to ask whether it was latex or if it was mercury?
I did not. No, I got little say.
He has lead poisoning now because of it.
That's the reason you lost your hair. Okay. There's a lawsuit in there somewhere. I can feel it.
Somewhere.
Yes. I know we need a spinoff to know all about Zordon. We need to know
Yes.
we need to it's almost like a prequel that needs to happen, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Rita have something going somewhere?
Absolutely. I think they Zordon and Rita had something going on. That's why she was so
Yeah.
mad at him and the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's roll with
They'll
this.
have no fury.
It will write itself, guys. I'm telling you. This is where we need to go with this prequel.
Neither of
Come
us
on, guys.
change our clothes. We
Dun,
don't wear the
dun,
same thing all
dun.
the time. We have something in common.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
true that.
I don't even know what to think about all that.
I know.
That's funny. That's kind of funny.
And then they'll have
actually.
a
Yeah.
baby, a mystery baby later on that pops up, and yeah, I'm telling you, it will write itself.
That would be interesting. Baby'd have to be 5,000 years old.
There
Oh,
you go.
God.
Starts out at 5.
You are the father, Zordon.
Yeah, Zordon, this is my baby father.
Yes, yeah, her baby daddy, Zordon.
Oh, God. It's like a train wreck.
Papa
Patty,
Z.
save us. Save us, Patty.
Anybody else got to jump in on their characters?
I forgot what we were talking about.
I know, what was
I
the
got stuck on
question?
Like,
I don't know.
What was the best quality you liked about your characters?
I don't know.
Oh.
I like character. I like Rocky was kind of goofy. You know what I mean? Like which was kind of fit my personality, I think. In the beginning, it not so much, but as the character developed, and by the time Zeo had rolled around, they had really given Rocky a lot more character than he had before. He was sort of before just like, let's see if the kids don't notice that there's a new Red Ranger.
Right. Oh my god, let's just slip them in there.
Mess up. Any more on this one?
I really like the tenacity of my character, Zach, because whatever he was confronted with, he refused to give up. You know, it's like he had fears. He was afraid of snakes. He was afraid of spiders. He was, he was constantly rejected by Angela, but he didn't give up. He was like, I'm going to keep fighting for what I want. So, I like that. I think that was inspiring for kids to know that, you try again. The beginning of success is failure. So that's what it was.
Yeah, fair.
I think I liked Kat, how nurturing she was. She was very motherly and cared so much about people in the world, and I really liked that about her.
Except in the very beginning.
Except when she was
Right.
Well, from Rita.
Yes. I liked Braisha. I love that they always would kind of keep her very teenagery. Like she would talk about fashion and she would talk about hairstyles. And even though she was a superhero and even though she, they kept her very relatable as far as what young girls like to talk about and do. And she was definitely very sassy. So that's my favorite part. Or maybe I made her sassy. I couldn't help myself.
I was going to say, I think we were all pretty typecast.
Yeah, totally typecast.
None of us are too far from our characters, except for Barbara, of course. She's wonderful and amazing in all aspects. Not an evil bone in her body.
I've never seen her have a headache once.
Ever.
What? Not once, right?
Yeah.
You're heaping this praise on her, and she's gone.
I know.
Thank goodness.
Her internet connection is taking
safe.
her out.
All right, she'll be back. Tech team will help her out with that way. And Anthony, great question. Thank you for starting us off with that one. Let's go ahead and hit another one. From Andre and Mark. Ooh, did any of you ever want to play a villain?
I did
Yes.
one.
We all went evil at one point, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we were all evil at some point.
I never was
That's
evil.
Zordon.
I wanted to be evil so bad.
Liar! No, she's totally true. Because you're always a little. Karen is a little ray of sunshine. That's why.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
she's
you.
I think Rocky's character turned to the dark side in that one parody, that Power / Rangers movie, the one that with the really dark one.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah,
I
Rocky
loved
was
it.
actually like hunting all the other Rangers down.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was very cool. I think I always dreamed of being a villain. Like anytime we got to do something other than just be like, if you notice, I mean, most of the time we were happy, we were, heroic, we were just normal teenagers. So any chance we got to like be under a spell or be something different was always fun. And my character never got to do that. They just kept her, happy and sunshiny. But I would have loved to do that. I think I could have been a really good villain. There's two sides of me, guys.
I believe it.
I could have been a really good
would
villain.
like to be the
I could have.
Pink Ranger. My son always said, "Why can't you be the Pink Ranger, mommy?"
Oh,
Unfortunately, somebody has to be the bad guy. At least
Yeah.
she lost all the time, right?
And
They-
the bad guy gets to do whatever they want to do. Like there's not subject to any rules. Just I feel like doing this. I think I will.
They get to
That's
have
true.
all the fun.
That's true. It's nice
You know
to
what
be
I mean?
bad.
Do you remember what was the episode, Walt, where we were all in the school hallway? I see the picture with memes all over the internet all the time, where it's all of us lined up and we're like, my shirt was unbuttoned, like my belly button. I had on these lame 90s shades. We were all like in the shades, in school, in the hallway, and we had all gone evil for the episode. Do you remember? I don't remember what that was called, but I had a blast doing it.
Yeah, I think that was the one with the gorilla or some gorilla monster.
Oh, the Rastafarian one? Is that the one that had the? No, that was in Zeo.
No, it was like an albino gorilla or something. It made us switch over to or send in an evil group of Rangers that was opposite us.
Oh.
Fan challenge. If you're on right now and you have the answer to that question, put it up.
Let us know.
You got a free 8x10 when I see you. There it is.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
that t-shirt buttoning is like violating all kinds of
I'm
dress code
telling you.
violations. Like
Serious group of eggs.
Angel
Serious.
Oh my
Grove
God,
High.
that's crazy looking.
You guys were running amok.
We were.
What are you gonna do with that monkey wrench? I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. It was so bad.
David, what if Zoltar turned evil? That would have been a twist.
Well, yeah, I mean, Zordon as an evil character would be like a very big challenge for the Rangers. I mean, how do you fight that, right? So, I mean, yeah, any chance you have to play a villain character is always a great, stretch of your acting muscles, being able to do something different and chew a lot of scenery. So it would be a lot of fun to be a villain.
Got it in my teeth. Oh, I shouldn't touch my mouth.
COVID.
The Ritavid. It's even worse.
Oh my goodness. Anyone else have a chime in on playing an opposite alignment character from your original one?
I got to do it in Turbo. I had a blast.
Yeah, you got to do it in Turbo. I think it's so much more fun because you get to play. It was once I became a ranger. It was still fun, but just not as exciting, I guess. It was fun to be like jealous and like plotting things behind their back and yeah.
And they
Well, I
have
like
it.
playing Orbis. Orbis was the opposite.
Yes. Dress
Walter,
code
you're telling me you did
violation.
those shorts, man?
Look at those shorts, man.
Wow.
Look at Alton's
Big
waist.
ass jeans.
Yeah.
We
My
You
waist
are
was up
like-
to my chest.
And
the back of those pants were like bright blue.
Like capri shorts.
Elvis Presley.
Exactly, right?
What
That
is
was so
Your
bad.
waist is thinner than the girls. Like you were like snatched.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
oh,
here's the class of 1992 Drama Club performing a scene from West Side Story.
Oh, God. My shoulders are like 50-something inches, and my waist was
Yes.
like 30. Stupid.
Oh my. Andrea, Mark, great question. Thank you. What do we have? And we get this question so often that we made a graphic for it. It's the fandom crossover from Kevin, who wants to know, what fandom would you like to have seen Power Rangers crossover into? And doesn't have to necessarily be the basic stuff like Star Wars or whatever. It could be the world of Shakespeare. It could be the New York Mets. It could be anything that has a following that you could think of.
Well, I'll tell you what I like the idea, and now that Hasbro is like running the show, I think this could actually possibly happen. I feel like the Power Rangers should be like with the Transformers. The Transformers could be like the
I was about to
Zords,
say that.
and not only that, but the military should get involved and help out, and that's the whole GI Joe team.
Yep.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
I can
That
see
could
that
be
happening.
like a three-way crossover that would like kill.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
yeah. They should definitely do that.
I just want to see a darker iteration of Power Rangers. Like I want to,
Yes.
Batman in the '60s was pow bang boom, super cheese, just like we are or were. I'd love to see like the Dark Knight version of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So I don't care who you cross it over with, just make it darker and edgier and
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like what Boom Comics has done with the comics. Like they definitely have
They
a
did it
much
with Justice
edgier.
League. They did the
Yeah.
crossover with Justice League.
Yeah, like they
Isn't
definitely have
there
like
a
an
video
edgier
game
story.
coming out or something? Or are we not supposed to talk about that?
What?
I can't believe you said that.
I think there's something. I mean, I just
No signal. No signal. Abort mission. Abort mission.
There's always a video game.
there's always something.
There's
Yeah.
always a video game.
It has
Oh,
a name
yeah.
and
I don't know. I mean, I heard
No.
Netflix is going to be doing all kinds of new stuff with Power Rangers, isn't it?
Yeah, they just hired some
Hopefully.
director from it was the Netflix TV series, and this is the title, so don't shoot me. But it was End of the Effing World. That whoever directed that is who Hasbro has picked up to direct, I think, the next film. So I'm
Nice.
and from what I've been told about the reviews from End of the Effing World is that it's supposed to be like a little bit of a
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
like a
Yeah.
brain job. You've seen it? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. I think I'm excited he's gonna do because it looks like he's got a certain flair when he deals with actors and characters, and I think it'd be really interesting.
Cool.
All right.
So who knows?
Nice.
Fair. Walter, who's your crossover?
You know what? I'm taking it back. I'm gonna say, I think Power Rangers should do a crossover with the Animaniacs.
Oh my god. Oh, wow.
I think they kind of did. I think there was
Bring on
a
Jim Cummings.
Why didn't I ever think of that? That's genius.
Just for the songs alone,
Right?
Instead of the nations of the
Oh my
world,
God.
it's like it's every version of the Rangers of all time. It's like swords. That would work. That would certainly
Oh my
work.
god.
Catherine, what you got?
I'm just thinking about like at our conventions, the kind of fans we get. What are like Walking Dead Power Rangers? Like,
Wow.
the horror people.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that would
Let's
be awesome.
do it.
That would
Yes.
be awesome.
There you go. David,
I'm
bring us
loving
home.
all the ideas.
How about Underworld? So we get Power Rangers, vampires, and werewolves.
Yes.
Ooh,
Fair.
yes.
Absolutely fair. There you have it. This is
Yeah.
a good mashups. Kevin, great question. Thank you. What do
I
we
got
have
one.
next? Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say that I'd like to see my character from Star Wars, Mother Talzin, and Rita have a go at it.
Yes.
Awesomeness.
I
Nice.
love
Can't
it.
go wrong with Star. Can't go wrong with that. There you have it. Okay, what's next? And we have from Corey. Does everyone have a dream job besides acting?
Hmm.
Princess.
Yeah.
Queen.
What
Karen?
is like a dream job, you know?
Like, why did that happen? I was born to do it.
Yeah. When you're 20 years old, you just want a job. You know what I mean? Like, have an idea of what your dream job would be. You just got lucky that you fluked into this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Who
Well,
can
this
follow
way,
up?
what?
Who can
when
follow
everybody
up
was-
Princess? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Right?
Who can follow that up?
yeah. There you have it. I'll
Done.
take it.
Mic drop.
Corey, there you go. It's unanimous. Well, and from Sarah, I will rephrase this question as I always do. Did anyone find themselves in possession of anything from the various sets?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I did not.
I got a barrette and the mold of my power coin. That was it. And my communicator. I'm sorry, I got my communicator as well.
All right.
That's a
Very
question for your panel in January.
Ouch.
All right.
Abort mission! Abort mission! Abort mission!
It smelled like the truth. That's horrible.
Yeah, damn it. You
Ah.
can't handle the
Yes, I know
truth.
what I'm getting.
Let's see.
Oh man, I missed you, Austin.
It was you too, girl.
Yes.
Oh.
No, we didn't know. Like, honestly, I wish I would have stole something. I didn't know it was still your costume day. And there were a couple of members of our cast who stole their costumes but didn't tell the rest of us. And
January.
I would have, asked them about it. I would have done it if I'd have known that we weren't going to go to jail or get fired. I would have done it.
They didn't even have a costume for me. They gave me Austin's old costume, and they just made a muscle suit for me to fit underneath it.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me, I've got a
Dry
call.
clean?
Hello? Yes, Mr. Sabian? Okay, all right.
Oh.
I received a communicator. I have a shirt that I wore home one day because I was so tired. At the end of the day, I was like, I just walked out with my shirt on from the set, and I ended up staying at my house.
Just
I have the skateboard from the pilot, the Zach skateboard that Fight the Power on it or something like that. Fight the power. We got to fight the power. Anyway, so and also I have the sign, the neon sign from Ernie's Juice Bar.
that was
That's like my favorite keep.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's
that's
cool
Yeah.
that you got
Happy
that.
about that.
I didn't keep anything. I should have. I think if I had, I just would have wanted my helmet and like my communicator that I broke 5,000 times and they duct taped together.
Yeah.
There you go. David, did you by chance have anything?
I did not take anything from the set, but they took all of my hair, so I think I got a raw deal on it.
Damn it.
Not even a latex allergy from the paint or anything.
I think Carla
He's
has
got
some
lead
stuff.
poisoning from that paint.
I had a real nice kind of mullet too. I mean, it was down the back of my neck. So
That is hotness.
Ooh.
They actually probably did you a favor when they cut your hair.
I was gonna say let's bring that back just so that we can
And finally, Barbara, do you keep anything from the recording booth?
No, what I was saying, the recording, no, it's just, I took a microphone or two. No, I actually broke a few microphones, I was told. They had to get me a private mic because Rita was so loud. She was, back then, they didn't have the decibels ready for my voice.
Oh.
But I think Carla
That
had
makes sense.
some costume stuff, but I would have loved that sword,
Oh yeah.
I have a balcony, I could just throw it, but it doesn't come back. So
Yeah. We need the prop makers of the world to make her a sword. Barbara
There you
deserves
go.
to have a
I want
sword.
Yeah.
So I'm putting that out there, guys.
Is that so
Isn't
cool?
Mark still out there? Isn't Mark still making props? We gotta
yeah,
find Mark.
but our fans always make
Yeah.
beautiful
yeah.
things, and they give us
Yeah.
beautiful helmets,
Well,
and they do all these beautiful
This is
things.
my
So
favorite.
you guys,
This
yeah,
is a fan
you guys get
favorite.
on it. So
Does that one have a mask on?
Beautiful.
Yeah, she has a mask on, but she's using it as a diaper, chin diaper.
yes, yes. Even Rita's like, I need to stay Rona free.
There you have it. There you have it, Sarah. Great question. And let's roll another one. There one comes from Christy. If you could write a story arc for your character, what would you like it to be about?
Ooh.
I'm currently working on one that I will not say too much about, but
Nice.
I will this year be working on putting out a comic series that will give leeway to an animated series over the next year after that, maybe.
All right.
So there's going to be some
Okay.
cool stuff. And there are a few faces, as in all of them on this screen, that I would love to reach out to when the animated series comes around and have them voice some pretty awesome characters. So
I
I'm working on
accept.
something. Yes.
For
Yes.
sure. Do that.
I think Rocky would go on a quest for sleeves.
Rocky's gonna be our
name.
buddy.
He's like, yo, all right, I'm the Blue Ranger now. I'm gonna get sleeves on my shirt.
Oh,
He's gonna be on Project Runway trying to make sleeves.
I'd like to see Rita win once. Would that be okay, guys?
But that means she would destroy the world.
Well, just a little of it.
Just a little of it.
Just like
maybe it-
Canada.
Angel Grove.
wow.
Just New Hampshire.
Yeah, actually, why?
A little bit
Yeah.
longer, just feeling the win a little bit.
Why was she
I love
always
it.
targeting Angel Grove? It would have been like,
What's the problem with Angel Grove?
Telling you, Zordon, her baby daddy pissed her off. I'm trying to it's writing itself, guys.
Zordon, Rita,
You better kiss and make up. She's about to mess things up. man. I'm
Haven't
just
you
saying.
guys watched Maury? Plenty of baby mamas are pissed.
Jerry Springer Rangers?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I want Rita and Zordon to go on, like Oprah or something. That would be a
Wow.
good story.
I like it.
Maybe Dr. Phil could sort you guys out.
Dr. Phil. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You
man.
want to destroy the universe. Now, what is
They don't know what he did to me.
10,000 years ago,
Not a
you were
corn, we should be planting the hay.
I was not.
Smiley.
Zordon got that thing, man. Zordon got that thing. He made Rita crazy.
Yeah, what would be a story with Zordon if you could write that ticket, David?
I'm actually very happy with what they're doing in the comic books with what's going on, the Eltarian War and stuff like that. I think they Ryan Parrott has done such an amazing job with sort of filling in the blanks of all the stuff that wasn't explored on the show. So I really don't think I could top what Ryan has been doing. So if you haven't read those, check them out. They're really, really amazing.
Ryan and
Boom
Kyle are
Studios
awesome.
is definitely doing a good job of going back and answering a lot of these questions for all of our characters, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's
They're
pretty
not
cool.
just sending us to peace conferences in Africa.
Yeah.
Like there's actually
Yeah.
real story. So go.
Very
Shout out
true.
to Boom.
Yeah, indeed. Catherine, you got an arc for your character?
I agree with David. I think the comics are kind of exploring all the things that fans might have dreamed happened. I love all the crossovers between the seasons. I like the Omega Rangers. I think that's a really cool idea. So I would just like to see them explore more of that. Make it
Yeah, and we're about to fight Godzilla in the upcoming comics. So
Oh, really?
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
so cool. I love
it.
that.
it's awesome.
Yeah,
Right?
maybe they could do like I don't know if you guys watch anime, but I've gotten into anime because I have teenagers. But Demon Slayer and Death Note and all these Naruto, all these shows are like, I feel like they could do something with that between the Power Ranger world or the superhero
Yeah.
world and anime.
Cartoon
Yeah.
of the Power Rangers.
That's what I've always wished they would do, because then it's
know.
like you could have, the series going on, but you could also have an animated series,
Yes,
and like you could get a lot of
absolutely.
us to do a lot of the voices. I think it
Absolutely.
would be amazing. And like she said, what they're doing with the comic is just the foundation of what they could use for the animated series. So
And they can go so much
Or the
bigger.
movies even.
Object is smaller.
yeah.
Animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or Cat,
30th year anniversary,
Cat
guys.
and Karen could go out like Thelma and Louise.
Yes.
They kill Tommy, then they go on the run.
Yeah, they killed Tommy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Walter, you got an arc for your character?
You know what? I'm with everybody else. I love what they're doing with the comic books, with Boom Comics. The fact that we didn't go to a peace treaty. We became the Omega Rangers, and now fighting to help save Rangers in different dimensions and galaxies, and that whole thing. I think it's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah.
There you go. And Karen, we know you want your character to become the queen.
Yes.
Yeah, Beyonce. I mean, I think Aisha would be Beyonce in the future.
There it is.
And yeah, I mean, it's just she'd be running the world,
I love it.
No, I really think that there's room there. I mean, they've continued Mighty Morphin through the comics. They've continued it through action figures and all this stuff. I think the next step is to maybe continue that series in an animated way. So I don't know. I could just see there's so much more you could do with those characters since they're so loved.
I mean, they could have
Since Mighty
featured a lot
Morphin's so
more
loved.
with you, Karen, too, about that, to be honest, Like, Karen's an amazing singer and a dancer, and they never showed any of that stuff for her.
Aw.
They could have done a bunch of that
Grove
stuff.
High, she sang it beautifully. Angel Grove High.
Oh yeah, me and you, we need to remix that song, right, Kat? We could be on iTunes right now. We're wasting our opportunity.
There you have it, Christy. Great question. Thank you for that one. What do we have next? From Debbie, what was everyone's favorite scene to shoot or record?
Wow, that was a lot.
I know we don't all jump in there.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking between all of us, we've got
There's
like
so
1,000
many.
episodes
Yeah.
on screen.
Yeah.
That's a lot to go through.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot. But some of my favorite scenes to film were in the movie, because they really made a lot of use of the wire gags and stuff. We didn't get to do as much of that. The stunt guys were doing most of that on the show. But some of the fight scenes from the movie, and I don't know. I felt like the movie was probably the most interesting experience for me during the filming of the show.
There.
I agree. We got to go to Australia, so that was like an adventure within an adventure. But also, like he said, we actually got to rehearse. And usually on the TV show, they would go, "Okay, you got 20 minutes. Go over there, figure out your fight scene, and good
Here's
luck."
your side.
And-
You're shooting
right.
in 20 minutes.
Yes, and we were working at such a fast pace on the TV show, so it was like when we were shooting 4 episodes at the same time, it's kind of like my brain kind of mushes them all together. But in the film, like we actually worked on scenes and like the construction fight scene that we did. I mean, we spent weeks shooting that, and it was like for the first time, I felt like, you know, I was prepared and ready, and like we would go in and we just had so much fun, and we really actually got to contribute a lot more. Like we were like, what about this? What about that? And everybody was adding their stuff, and it was a really cool relationship between us and the stunt team where we were all just like, let's make this the biggest and best we can possibly make it. And like Steve said, we got to use extra stunts and extra wires and extra kind of cool stuff to make it really look cool. Like there was no, you know, there was nothing they would say no to if we wanted to like add an extra trick in there.
Except more money.
Right. Except paying us more. That's the next panel, the Maury Povich. We're recovering from our trauma panel.
Did you pay for your jackets? Never mind.
Right. The movie bought us jackets, but like that's like I have that still. My mom has it, but you're right. Like we had to pay for our own cast jackets. It's like crazy.
Yeah,
we did. We paid.
I didn't pay. I didn't pay for mine.
See,
Well,
They-
that's not fair.
Favorite.
They felt sorry for me.
Worms open. Worms open. Yeah,
We're mad at you now, Kat.
You're not one of us.
You didn't struggle hard enough during the
That's
series.
You know what it's really like.
Free jacket.
I think one of my favorite scenes to shoot were the scenes where I get to fight against like Austin and Tommy. Like when we were like competing with each other, because we would come together and come up with some cool stuff, and I thought that was a lot of fun because I mean we got testosterone and we're competitive, so we wanted to make it the best for each other. You know, like, all right, you got to shine, you got a time to shine, or I got a time to shine, and we would come up with some cool stuff. Like Austin and I would do different things, and then I had to do stuff with Jason Frank, and that was cool too because I admire both their skills as martial artists, and I thought it was really cool to do that. Those were almost some of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of
That's
what I
cool.
enjoyed. A big portion of there was so much talent on the set in the world of martial arts. The stunt guys. I mean, you had Chinese-based martial artists. You had guys that were the really rigid linear Japanese base. You had guys that were spread out across the board out of Okinawa, and almost everybody was hybrid already anyway. Steve was the first guy to ever put me in a Japanese armbar, showing me jujitsu. I was like, oh, I guess I got some more stuff to learn, damn it. So it was just a ton of knowledge. So it was really great to work with all those guys. I think so that was great, but one of the fun pieces that I always loved being there for was when Paul Schreier and Jason Narvey would have some sort of stupid pie in the face gag that we got to watch them with their impeccable timing just make complete buffoons out of themselves. And it always put a smile on my face. I love
They
being
were
there.
so good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. If you ever get a chance to meet them at a Comic-Con, like they are literally so much fun at a show. We were all together. this last week.
They're exactly the same now still as they
Yeah.
They are.
They're so much fun to just be around, like the energy and their timing, and they're just fun. And if you ever get a chance, and you got to meet Bulk and Skull. I mean, Jason, Harvey, and Paul, but the characters Bulk and Skull.
Who loved the ending scene? The ending scene of every episode, where at the very end of every episode, after we killed the monster, we would sit around and laugh, and we go,
Right. What was so funny? Like, what was so funny to us? Angel Grove was hilarious.
Every episode,
every episode we resolved it with the laugh. It was like, all right, now we laugh.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you want me to fake laugh when I could just laugh? No, we're going to do the voice of the laughing later. What planet does that make sense on? Come on.
Who knows?
I cried, you laughed. I'd say that my favorite part was when I changed from Machiko to Carla, because the dubbing was so hard with with Machiko because they ran out of footage, so the mouth would always be the same for different storylines. But when Robert became Lord Zed, then they brought me back, and they brought Carla, and the storyline of her having a youth potion and becoming Carla was a very, very wise choice on their part. So that was, and that kept it going, and that was good. And the wedding and everything, and the two of them coming together, and that it brought it more like Lucy and Desi than just one of us being the evil villain, or either Zed
I
or
love
Rita.
that.
It was them together. Was like what was it? Grill face or whatever she called him, radiator head.
It was really funny too. Like you guys were really funny. Those were some really good moments for you guys.
Yeah,
there you
it's
go.
organic.
David, you got one? I know it's a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I have only one. So, I mean, they filmed this, or they filmed me, like one of the last things they shot for the original pilot. And at that point, I was under the impression, that the show hadn't been picked up. So I had no idea that it would be going on. And once I got the call that the show was picked up, I was kind of looking forward to getting in front of the camera again, but received the news that I would only be doing voices. So I wish that I had more time in front of the camera with the cast. It would have been much more fun to do that. But yeah.
I gotta tell you, I hated staring. I hated staring at the wall. They're like, Zordon would be right about here.
Yeah.
Look at that light, or that piece of tape on the black wall. That's Zordon. Like, this sucks.
Tape on the C-stand. I remember that.
And then you would have Janie, who was behind the camera, reading off his lines, and I was like, so Janie was like she was like that set mom. I love Janie.
Yeah.
And so Janie's reading out lines for Zordon and Alpha 5, and we're staring at a piece of tape, and I was like, man, we should definitely get an award for making this real. I'm just saying.
There you have it, Debbie. Great question. I think we have time for one more. Let's see if we can go on a really fun one. And this comes from Paul. If you were making a Christmas pizza, what would be on it?
Wow.
Oh, that's
Christmas
so easy.
pizza. Go ahead, Pat.
Nutella for sure, because that's my favorite. Marshmallows and candy canes. Like crumbled candy canes, and then the crust would be like a honey graham or something like that, like a cookie pizza.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm a big fan of dessert
disgusting.
pizza. Karen, what's on yours then?
I'm more savory. I don't want my pizza to be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be sweet. I like these new pizzas where it's like wood fire, chicken. I like a pizza. But I guess if we're talking Power Ranger pizza, inspired Power Ranger pizza,
Well, Christmas pizza. Yeah.
Christmas pizza. Yeah, I would. I don't know. Like, what do you put on there? What do you eat for Christmas? Ham? A ham pizza?
Ham on a pizza, yeah.
Cranberries,
Yeah.
maybe cranberry turkey.
Cranberry turkey, some
Do that.
stuffing.
You lost me at
Yeah.
Cranberry.
You love to. That's disgusting, Cat.
I fail at this exercise.
Well, Walter, what's on your Christmas pizza?
Oh, it's easy. Meat lovers.
Okay, Christmas pizza.
See.
meat lovers.
Period. Give me all the gifts of all the meat that I love on my pizza, and I'm happy. That's it.
Oh,
Yes. Steak pizza.
Meat lovers.
You guys have got me so conflicted right now. I'm like, all of these ingredients, I can't do it. I think I would have to stick with just I like hot, sweet, and savory all at the same time. So I want pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno.
What? You're a
So
pineapple
good.
guy? I
That's-
never knew that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good combo. I like
I
that.
like that.
I'll do truffle oil and mushrooms and Parmesan.
Yum.
Ooh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's the pizza I want,
Maybe
Barbara.
arugula.
That's good. Yes.
Barbara wins.
David,
You finally win, Barbara.
what's on your Christmas pizza?
Oh, well, if it's a Christmas pizza, I'm probably going to go with holly, mistletoe, tinsel, and some lights, I guess.
Nice.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say tinsel,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit of glitter on it, and some shards of broken ornament across the
Stick it
top.
right on the tree and go, there you go. Christmas.
And Mariah Carey playing in the background.
Ah,
Yes.
Or Michael Bublé.
can we
Yeah.
have Bing Crosby instead? No more Mariah. I can't-
Yeah, Mariah. It's Mariah's month. Let her have it.
Mariah's month.
It's Mariah Carey's
Oh,
month.
God.
Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it, Paul. Happy holidays. And panelists, this has been an absolute delight as always. Any final words before we take our leave?
We love
Morphin'
you.
Love
Tom.
you.
Love
Thank you guys.
Love you.
Happy holidays, everybody.
25 years later, y'all still show up. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
so much.
you.
Amen.
Merry
Thank you
Christmas.
so
Happy
much, you
holidays.
guys.
It's been my pleasure to serve you all again today. Once again, thank you for joining us on the GalaxyCon virtual stage. Thank you to our audience for joining us today. Thank you for your great questions. See you all again soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Happy holidays. And remember, smiles are free. Spend them often.
Listen to Mariah Carey.